start.
Yep.
So, thank you all for coming out again. For those of you who aren't familiar with our degree is digital media. It's a Bachelor's of Science. It's a 4-year program. And in it, our students learn the foundations of animation, visual effects, game art, production, and interactivity in web development. And ultimately, it's a convergence of all these 3 areas and how they can work together.
And all of that learning culminates into a capstone project that we call the senior project, and it spans all 3 terms, and that's their entire senior year, over 30 weeks of hard work and sweat and tears and a whole bunch of other things.
So actually, before their fall term even started, over the summer, these students got together and formulated their teams, decided who they're going to work with, and then
they develop their ideas. They come and they develop their ideas together, their concepts, and at the very beginning of the fall term, they pitch those ideas and concepts to the digital faculty at large, and after which they receive some feedback and start to fine-tune their ideas even further.
Once their projects have been approved by the faculty, they sit down as a team and they develop a plan, a basic roadmap. How are we going to complete this ambitious idea over the next 9 months?
Which leads to production. Sort of a day and night, hard-working process that has a roller coaster effect on everybody, and then we get going.
And somewhere in this process, something special happens with these students. They're not only learning how the process of building a big project, they start to understand themselves as people, fine-tune where they want to go and what they want to do. They learn new skills, and they really get to fine-tune their direction on where they want to head out after the degree is over.
And that leads us to today, where they're going to take all of that learning, hard work, all of that knowledge that they've gained, and present it to you for what they've done for their senior projects.
So without further ado,
Team Lost Cloud.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, we're Wave Dash Team, and we would like to share with you our video game, Lost Cloud. My name is Steve Pettit, I'm the project lead and animator.
I'm Greg Lobanov, I did game design and programming.
My name is Katelyn Godfrey, I did 2D and 3D art.
I'm Matt Haas, a modeler and technical artist.
We also collaborated with 4 computer science students, Michael Wolf, Kyle Small, Zach Greer, and Evan Ducey, and a musician, Kat Angeloni. We came together to create a video game about the idea of exploration, which we found to be an unconventional and experimental game design, which we felt would be an interesting challenge to tackle.
So Lost Cloud is a game about a crash-landed girl, a monster who chases her, and it takes place here, on an island that's floating in the sky. Our goal with creating this island was to have a space that was large and beautiful, so that the player would have lots of places to explore, and would want to explore all of them. We iterated on geometry and textures over the course of the last few semesters to find a look for the game that we thought would be appealing, but still renderable in real time by Unity, our game engine. The island itself is designed to subtly guide the exploration of the player. Although they can visit all the places on the island eventually, from the get-go they can't actually do that. Instead, the island gradually reveals itself to the player as they learn how to play the game.
We are using procedural asset creation to create objects like trees and rocks to help with the sheer amount of art we had to make. We are also using procedural textures, so we can have a textured island as soon as we model it. By using these various procedural techniques, we create an island with a uniquely geometric look. It is a natural aesthetic with a surrealist touch. The island is the location of an abandoned mining colony. Scattered around are hints revealing aspects of the island's backstory. This creates a theme of nature versus machine. Each one of these vignettes is uniquely designed around every part of the island. The example you can see above me is showing an abandoned mining strip operation. The operation has dug a hole into the ground, destroying part of the island.
This is our main character and player avatar, Noke. Noke is a runaway girl who has crash-landed her ship on this abandoned island. Stranded with no means of leaving, she must explore the island and use her mechanic skills to find an alternate means of escape.
Because our game focuses on exploration instead of combat as many other games do, we had to find a way to make traversal interesting in and of itself. and our solution to that quandary is the hoverboard. It gives Noke a fast, fun, and compact way to get across the island, and we found that small additions like tricks that give you a speed boost make the game really fun to play with, even if you're only exploring open spaces. Over the course of the game, Noke's hoverboard gains more and more functionality, and each new tool lets it reach a farther place on the island. So that means that as you're playing, the gameplay is always evolving, and you always get to see new places. We also hid smaller upgrades across the island that each give the hoverboard a permanent boost in speed, and those reward curious players who explore the island's farthest reaches.
To create a character with such complex movement at such high fidelity with only one animator, we used motion capture technology not only for the on-foot movement, but for skateboarding movement for the hoverboard as well, which was a lot of fun to shoot. This allowed us to create a wealth of animation quickly, implement it in the game quickly, and then iterate on it over the course of development.
Flying overhead is our antagonist, Yorix. When day falls to night, Yorix chases Noke back to her shelter. This creates high-pressure, tense gameplay that juxtaposes the calm daytime exploration. One of our main goals and challenges was to create a lifelike creature using animation and AI. This means that Yorix responds and reacts to Noke's movements logically.
Moral ambiguity is what defines Yorix. He is a threatening monster that has grown spiteful and fearful of humanity being imprisoned by his mask. We did a couple of things to evoke this. The general size of the beast, and also his intimidating mask are a couple examples. But the question is, who is the beast under the mask?
So all those elements come together to create this structure for the gameplay. During the daytime, the player playing as Noke gets to explore the island on a hoverboard and scavenge it for mining technology that she can repurpose to make a hoverboard more powerful. When day falls to night, Yorix emerges and chases her. Her only escape from Yorix is to activate a sound machine located by a crash-landed ship, the sound of which drives away Yorix and keeps her safe until day comes again. The cycle repeats itself, and with each passing day, Noke finds a new piece of technology that makes a hoverboard faster, stronger, and go farther in the air, with her eventual goal being to escape the island on it.
However, by the third day, Yorix manages to destroy Noke's sound machine, and in doing so, frees himself from his mask. The following dawn, Noke scales the highest peak on the island to discover Yorix, maskless and more innocent than she had originally thought. They come together and escape the island as a team. In a lot of ways, Noke's journey reflects our own through the development of this game. We set out to create a game of large scale and scope, and not only did we meet every challenge we set for ourselves, but we also explored the depths of ourselves as artists and developers. We invite you to come play the game in the expo hall after the show, or check it out for yourself at lostcloudgame.com. Thank you.